Alright, next we'll watch Xenosys videos. Alright, let us start.
Isn't going to do anything other than just piss people off. There are people I know, once this ends, they're not going to play this game. Final Fantasy 14 mod Mare is shutting down. Okay, Mare and Dalamud are different things, right? Mare is what shares your mod with others. Okay, basically people are still going to be able to mod their character. They just can't share with others. Is that correct? So it's not as dark as it originally appeared. See the sun set. The day is ending. With a heavy heart, I have to announce the end of Mare as you know it. I received a legal inquiry concerning the project. After reviewing my options with counsel, I'm winding it down. Holy shit. So according to them, they actually talked to a lawyer? Effective immediately, the Discord server will be limited to the general chat with a heavy slow mode. The registration will be closed and the bot services will be out of commission. The repositories for client server API will also be removed as per this announcement. I will be removing all Patreon Ko-Fi members and disabling the tiers. The server will continue to run until August 22nd.
It's like the entire freak out with Mare being shut down is so fucking stupid. Cause one, people are fucking retarded when it came to G-posing and stuff. Because they would post screenshots and tag Square Enix or Final Fantasy 14 official accounts. They would use the official hashtags on Twitter. They would have the watermark for Final Fantasy 14 on the pictures. They were not keeping their mods a secret. Honestly, I think Mare and Penumbra were the two worst things for modding in Final Fantasy 14 because it basically took away the gatekeeping of modding. They made it too easy. They made it too accessible. I miss when it was just text tools, CM tools, and animesis for posing. They took the gatekeeping away, which let people become entitled. And then after that, people started, having paid mods, people charging money for just fucking asset flips. And then recently, I didn't look into this that much, but some mod makers were saying that they should get royalties for people using their mods.
Holy shit, so tomorrow. After that, the server will shut down and the main repository will be removed as well. Enjoy your last doomsday party. Please avoid speculation or harassment in any form or fashion towards anyone involved.
And also, we don't even know if it was Square Enix that sent them the legal notice. Because the mod maker was retarded. And they put their personal information on their GitHub account. They are also based in the European Union. So it could have been part of the Child Safety Act, and the fucking government from over there could have flagged them down. Or the server hosts could have flagged them down. Or script runners. I don't know, but it's nobody knows who did it. But also, there was a 4chan post that recently went around, which could highly be fake. Take it with a major grain of salt. Because this dude opened up a Patreon and a coffee account. So people can give him money to run Mare. But if this 4chan post is true, it said that he just used the money to buy a house. And after the house was secure, just decided to close it down.
I will not be sharing any illegal details, and I ask that you don't contact any third parties about this. Thank you for the past 3 years of Mare. I hope you enjoyed the ride. If you feel generous and like to leave a one-time tip for my work, you can do so. Absolutely optional and no perks involved. The funds are solely a donation towards me, not a legal fund. I was saying the other day, that the only type of player that 14 hasn't, really messed with have been the modders, have been the gooners, and holy
Again, it's not like they're taking down Penumbra. They just took down Mare that would synchronize all of the mods. But you can still sync your friends' mods, you just have to do it manually now. Which, boo fucking who, if you don't want to do it manually, then get the fuck out.
shit, man. Holy shit! Literally, not even like, I don't know what I say that like a week, 2 weeks ago or whatever. I don't know, maybe it's 3. Anyway, I said it recently, right? And now this person gets hit with this cease and desist. Can you imagine if like they actually spent the fucking money on the game instead of like lawyers to shut down something that, okay, it is to my belief that even though this is happening, eventually at some point, someone is going to pick up the torch. That is not insane. That is a legal right of SE to do this. Okay, I'm not saying it's not within their right. Okay, you're completely
And also, Yoshi P and everybody, they purposely look the other way when it comes to people using mods for like character customization and stuff. They were aware of them. They're not stupid. But people got to the point where they were sharing mayor codes over shout chats, in their character bios, in text chat, in game. Putting party finders up with their fucking mayor codes. They ruined it for everybody.
Misunderstanding me. I'm not saying that this is not within their right. It is completely in their right. But you need to actually think about this for a second. This is the same principle as like Capcom banning people for like modding Monster Hunter. It's the same dumbass fucking retarded fucking principle that, oh, I'm gonna fuck with people that, you know, are doing nothing, like they're harming basically no one, and instead we're gonna just release this shitty fucking game. We're gonna release this shitty fucking game. We're gonna continue to shit on like different fucking communities and different fucking player bases and shit like that, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they don't have the legal right to do this. I'm not saying that. They do, absolutely they do. And that's the hill that they're gonna stand on. That's fine. But my question is that they have a game that obviously have problems. Now, for you that don't understand, whenever you sue anybody, whenever you go to court, there's only one common thing that happens. One common thing. You know what that is? The lawyer always wins. They always win, man. Even if they lose, they still win because lawyers are ridiculously expensive. Why do you think lawyers take cases they know they can't win? For the money, bro. Usually the legal team and dev team are entirely separate entities. One does not affect the other. Like I said, it's probably my ignorance to how their systems work. But regardless, the money has to come from somewhere, okay? The money has to come from somewhere. The lawyers have to get permission from them to do this. You know what I'm saying? They have to. It's not like Square Enix doesn't know about this or some shit. You know what I mean? It's not like they don't know about it. Of course they know about it. At the end of the day, this person and people that use Mare, you're doing something wrong, according to Square Enix. But here's the problem. I think Square Enix does a lot of stupid shit. I don't really respect Square Enix's opinion on a lot of things, okay? I think Square Enix is wrong about a lot of things, okay? That doesn't mean that I don't love Square Enix. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy their games. I think that on a lot of cases, they're fucking retarded. That's what I think.
It's like, yes, Square Enix is retarded with a lot of things. But it's like, at this point, I won't be surprised if they decide to add an anti-cheat to Final Fantasy XIV. Yoshida said he does not want to have an anti-cheat on Final Fantasy XIV. But I have a feeling they're going to get to the point where we're going to see a fan fest and it's going to be like, okay, we're going to relaunch Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to get rid of the spaghetti code. They're going to have it the same servers as Final Fantasy XIV Mobile, but it will come with an anti-cheat. That is my guess.
I think that a lot of things that they do is fucking stupid. They do a lot of useless, stupid shit that no one asked for. It's a bad fucking decision, but they do it anyway because they're fucking brain damaged. The one type of player that is not affected by any of the bullshit that Square Enix is doing, and they finally affect that player. That is absolutely insane. This whole thing where they like send them a cease and desist and they're threatening to sue and all this shit, which we will look at the actual letter later. I just want to...
Okay, if people think that cease and desist letter that's going around on Twitter is real, they are literally fucking brain dead. Do you know how... It's like, okay, this wouldn't be the first time that a fake cease and desist made by somebody would be going around Twitter for, like, trying to go after a Final Fantasy XIV person. This isn't the first Final Fantasy XIV Square Enix cease and desist I've seen. There's been fake ones in the past. It is so easy to fake a cease and desist. Somebody just made a fake fucking lodestone post. And it looks real as shit. If people think that fucking cease and desist is real, they are literally fucking retarded.
You know, say my opinion, my standpoint first. They have the right to do this. Should they do this from a legal standpoint? Yes, absolutely. But my problem with that is that I also, you know, have like a personal feeling towards this shit. I disagree with this, but I don't disagree with this because I don't think that they don't have the right to do it. I disagree with this because like this is such a pointless thing. This is so pointless. My mentality is this: who gives a fuck if people use Mare? It's the same thing as who gives a fuck if people in Monster Hunter Wilds mod their quests. Did you know that you can get banned in Monster Hunter for just modding a quest? And there's like apparently no appeal to the ban. Who the fuck gives a shit if people do this? If you
Okay, I don't know how people are modding their quests for Monster Hunter, but that sounds fucking retarded.
care that people do this, then I think you're fucking stupid. And the reason why is because this doesn't harm you. This has nothing to do with you. This doesn't even affect you. All I'm trying to say is that they can do this. They have the right to do this. And you know what? Maybe you're right. Like, this obviously doesn't have anything to do with the dev team or anything like that. When I say that Square Enix is fucking stupid, I'm talking about their decisions over the past, like, few years have been fucking stupid. Like, a lot of their decisions have been fucking stupid. And it's showing. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's not really up for debate. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that if you were to ask a normal person, like that actually plays their games, hey, like, has Square Enix had any failed games in the past, like, few years? Well, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is that 14 has been carrying the fucking company, okay? And this is according to themselves. Square Enix has made some questionable, if not stupid, decisions in the past, like, few years, and currently they're doing that now. And I'm not even talking about 14. I'm just talking about the company as a whole. What is this going to accomplish? Because, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Can't somebody else just pick up the torch? Theoretically,
Somebody is already making a Mare alternative, and that's already going all around Twitter. And, like, again, this is fucking stupid because people are just assuming that it's Square Enix that sent this. Well, that sent the illegal thing. We don't know if it's fucking real. I would say, again, 9 times out of 10, those cease and desists are fucking fake.
find a way. Or some shit like that, right? So let's look at the actual thing. Yeah, okay, so this is the dev. Okay, so, welp, I got a cease and desist from SC. It is real. The PDF also has my actual home address. Yes, I'm a moron and had a real name on some commits as I didn't realize it due to fucking GitHub credentials. Okay, so, not that I would say this is a good idea, but theoretically, couldn't this person just do it all again, but just make another account? If they got caught the second time, they would be fucked. I mean, well, yeah. It'd probably get struck down so fast, and if GitHub releases the info to SC and comes back, it'll be bad for this dev. Okay, so then theoretically, couldn't this person just give all of the information to another person and then they do it? I mean, I'm just throwing out a hypothetical. Basically, what I'm trying to do, what I'm proving is that this is worthless. That's all I'm trying to say, is that this entire thing where they're going after this person, at the end of the day, it's just going to be worthless. So, who's a goat? Oh, the Dalamud. Holy shit, dude, this guy's name is Goat. Dude, that couldn't be more true. Good Christ. This guy, the Goat, is the Dalamud. Okay, attention, Baldinia citizens. Attention. We have a new mission. Citizens of Baldinia, take up arms. We are at war. I repeat, we are at war. We must protect the goat at all costs. We must protect the goat. Hello, everyone. We are aware of recent developments regarding a popular custom repository plugin and want to make it clear that we currently don't have anything to report with regards to Dalamud and 14 launcher. Holy shit. Thank fucking God, bro. Dude, I feel like, dude, you know this feels?
Dude, if it's like, I'm sorry, but if people are like, I say that the Dalamud launcher, well, Dalamud and the 14 quick launcher got taken down for some reason and people quit solely because of that, they're fucking retarded. That's my opinion. If people quit just because, like, the quick launcher and their plugins don't work anymore, you're fucking retarded. Because it's like, want to know the things that I want to see banned? Tombstone. I want that banned. I want ACT to be banned. I want FF logs to be banned. Anything that gives raiders a fucking leg up should be banned. If you want to use plugins for raiding, go to WoW.
Feels like right now. I feel like that like, okay, so you have this like world map, you know, and you have like Baldinia, you know, you have like, you know, yeah, Baldinia. We are fully in support of like mods and all that shit. You know what I mean? Okay, like on the other continent, you have like, you know, Mare, and you have Dalamud, you know, like Mare Nation, you know, the Dalamud Superstore, you know, and the Superstore is like the size of a whole fucking city. You know what I mean? You have like all these different countries and shit, you know, and like one of the countries is like fucking on fire and burning, right? Like that's what I feel like right now. I feel like I'm just like looking through like a fucking, you know, like a telescope or some shit, and I'm like seeing this horrid fucking just city just being, you know, engulfed in flames. You know what I mean, dude? And I feel so bad. You know what I mean? With that in mind, we'd like to remind you that the only source of official information regarding Dalamud is this channel and this server. Please treat any information not stemming from this channel with the appropriate skepticism. Thank you, and have a great rest of your week. Holy shit. So this one is fake. The person didn't release the actual statement. This is going to be some bias coming out. Okay,
See?
now I know that
Told
my
you.
personal feelings on this situation is probably not correct. But my personal feelings on this situation is I kind of feel bad for this person. I feel bad for this person because I feel like that this individual brought a lot of people together, a lot of
Nope, I don't care. I don't feel bad at all. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Nope. Nope.
people had a lot of good times, and they know they fucked up, but at the end of the day they fucked up, so they deserved it. But I can't help but feel sorry for them. TLDR, Square Enix can definitely do this legally. I will not argue that. Of course they can. It's their game. They can do what they want. I think this is a waste. This is a waste of time. It's a waste of resources, whatever. You know, Square Enix has not been smart about their resources recently, you know, in the recent years. They have siphoned money from 14 to put into other projects and other games that have failed, that have been miserable, okay? So to me, it doesn't make sense why you would go after a community that isn't harming anyone. And another thing is that this, at the end of the, you know, the end of the day, this is gonna be a waste, because it's not gonna matter. Someone else will pick up the torch, okay? Someone else will. You know, someone else will be much more anonymous, okay? It's gonna happen eventually. This is a complete waste of time, in my opinion. So they're doing this.
There's no such thing as being completely anonymous, especially when you're paying for your fucking subscription and people are being retarded enough on saying what their character names are, because then Square Enix can very easily find your account information, your personal information from your payments, and then just, you know, send you anything that they need. So as long as you are subscribed to Final Fantasy XIV, there's no being anonymous. I hate modders.
This to basically put a speed bump in the RP community, the Gooners. Someone else is gonna fix it. So, in the grand scheme of things, this is just, to me, another stupid decision. Like, even from a company's perspective, I would not want to spend money on a legal team to fucking find this person and threaten to sue them. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Can they do this? Absolutely. Do they have the right to do this? And that's the important thing. Does Square Enix have the right to do this? Absolutely they do. But the problem is, for me, is that why? Why? What is the point? This is going to accomplish nothing at the end of the day. Like, the thing that Square Enix needs to get in their fucking head, we don't even have a fucking working friends list, okay? One that, like, is in 2025, okay? They can't even fix the friends list. Do they think...
It's like, okay, if people no longer want the spaghetti code of Final Fantasy XIV and have everything updated like Final Fantasy XIV Mobile, unfortunately, it means that they would have to take down the game, remake everything with updated code, re-release the game to have everything updated and all that shit, because we are functioning on old server infrastructure. We were supposed to have cloud servers a long time ago. I don't think we'll get them. And also, these new age fucking RPers, they just use custom animations to do everything. No, start RPing like you should be doing. You type everything. Use your imagination. I always said that if Yoshi P says, "Hey, we need to take down the game servers for about a year so we can redo everything with updated server infrastructure, get cloud servers up, all that shit," I would say, hell yeah, do that. I'll keep my subscription going because I want to support you guys. But we'll never get that. They will never rebuild the code or anything like that for Final Fantasy XIV on PC. It's like, I love this game. I love 14 because it has a special place in my heart. But the community, it fucking sucks. It has always sucked. Friendly fucking community, my fucking ass.
Think they're really going to stop modders and plugin developers and all of this shit? They are actually fucking stupid. And again, I want to say that I have shown a lot of mods on the stream to avoid, by the way, I want to make that clear, to avoid the mods. I have shown them on stream and I love them. I mean, I hate them and I showed them, you know, because I want to burn them. I can't help but feel a little tiny bit guilty, maybe in some way.
Xenos, you're the one that is contributing to the problem. Don't show the mods. People like you, people like Asmongold, and like, oh my fucking god, don't get me fucking started on that shit. This, we know who this person is. We know the person who Asmon interviewed in terms of Final Fantasy XIV modding. Oh fucking boy. That interview should have never happened. Like, you know what? One day we will watch that interview. It's old, but oh boy.
Way that they saw this and this got their attention. So if that was the case, man, I am sorry. I love this shit and I think it's awesome and I think it's hilarious, the stuff that people do, man. And if I had anything to do with that, I am sorry for, you know, for that. Now, I mean, realistically, did me showing it on stream do anything? No, probably not. Okay, probably not. But the point is, it's like, I can't help but feel a little bad. Oh, okay, so this is Happy's tweet. Okay. So from what I'm hearing, a Premiere plugin was brought down because the page for it had the SE trademark and the creator's personal information while the server in Materia was congested with people shouting the access code. Oh, if that's indeed the case, I think people forget the part where they should look the other way. And if you didn't talk about them, that definitely qualifies as talking about them. Yeah, okay, yeah. So this is, yeah. I don't actually know how true this is, right? And it seems like he's just repeating something that he heard, so he isn't 100% sure. Yeah, if this is the case, man, like the biggest thing here, right, is the creator's personal information. That is the biggest thing. And also, I guess, the SE trademark. You know, depending on how true this is, actually, it makes sense. It makes a little more sense now. Maybe Square Enix actually doesn't give a shit, but because the SE trademark was used, they care. Because the SE trademark involves money. SE might not have had a choice. If you find someone using your trademark without your consent, you have to take them down or you risk losing control of the trademark. Okay, yes. This is starting to make more sense to me why they actually sent the cease and desist. Maybe this is not so much about Mare and it's more about the way that the developer did it. Obviously, they made some mistakes. Maybe they had the SE trademark. Huge mistake. They put their personal information. Another huge mistake. Like this person literally says, yes, I'm a moron and had a real name on some commits as I didn't realize it due to the fucking GitHub credentials.
If that is the case, then yeah, don't feel bad for the person. They're just fucking retarded.
Okay, look, man, you know, we're all human here. We make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? No one.
Yes, but that's one expensive fucking mistake if they got fined. Oh, fucking boy.
It's perfect. People are going to make stupid mistakes. And especially, like, I bet if you were to ask this person, hey, like, when you first started Mare, did you ever think it would get this big? They would probably tell you no. There are rumors that it is due to UK laws. So other people have said that too. So there's a lot of stuff, guys, that I don't know, that you don't know. You know what I mean? So at this point, we're taking a lot of it as speculation. But the thing we can't take as speculation is, well, according to them, is that they did get a cease and desist. The server is going to go down. With a heavy heart, I have to announce the end of Mare as you know it. So Happy tweeted this out. This is what he heard. The most important thing that struck out to me is the SE trademark. If this is true, Square Enix probably didn't give a fuck about this until they started to use a trademark. Now, is that true? I have no idea. This is just a guess, guys. How does Happy even know that information? I have no idea. He just said so from what he's hearing. Guys, don't take what Happy is saying here is 100% because he's trying to tell you that so from what I'm hearing, from what I'm hearing, but people will ignore this part and they will just read the rest of it. You know what I mean? Like, he's not saying this is true. He's saying this is what he's hearing. He's just trying to say, oh, hey, this is what I've been hearing. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not true. You know what I'm saying? If this is true, this makes more sense to me why they sent the cease and desist, because of the SE trademark being used. What I was saying earlier was, believe it or not, I like to give Square Enix the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that Square Enix actually cares that people do this. I think
for the longest time, Square Enix didn't give a fuck. But people are announcing their mod uses in-game, in shout chat, in party chat. People forget that they log all of your chats. If you go into your Steam folder where the Final Fantasy XIV game is, and you go to your chat logs, they have everything you have ever sent. If you RP'd on Final Fantasy XIV, it has your cringy ass ERP logs on there. They track everything because that's how GMs can look back and ban you.
I think Square Enix cares more about the trademark, which that, to me, in my mind, that makes much more sense now. Because why after all this time? I mean, maybe they just found it. That's definitely a possibility. That's definitely a possibility that they just found it. Maybe they've been looking for this person for a while, but apparently all their credentials and shit were on the fucking GitHub, so it was very easy for them to find. Okay, so I mean, either now what's also believable is the fact that they're really bad at finding people. That's also believable. But I think of all the options, of all the things like we've talked about so far, the thing that makes the most sense to me is the fact that I don't think they necessarily care so much about people using it or about the person creating it. I think they care more that he used the trademark. If anybody has like the site or the things on their GitHub or anything like that, where do they put the trademark? Like, how was the trademark involved? This is the interesting part to me. Okay, well, so far, this is the most interesting part to me, I think. So let's look at the forum post real fast.
Oh my fucking god. This is the other fucking, like, because again, we don't know if it was Square Enix that sent the legal thing, but people instantaneously started flooding official posts, started flooding the forums, started review bombing Final Fantasy XIV and mentioning mods in their reviews. Oh my god. I hate idiots. It's like, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I hate people. I hate them. Hate. Ugh. Anyways.